Who wants to give the recap? Nilo from the jail cell. Bloom from...
I was gonna say, not it. No.
Nilo, can you go ahead and give us a recap?
Yeah, Nilo, what happened, Nilo, to your character last session? You know, how did you spend most of the session?
So Nilo got accused for murder and got trapped in, not trapped, he went to jail because of it, and he just waited around in sad baby jail, and it's like, Terrio came by, weirdly, to, like, question him about, like, his incisors and shit, like, questioning the, like, distance between them.
I mean, technically, I would like to mention that Terrio was literally the only one that actually came to talk to you in jail.
I know.
Hold up.
V went at one point.
I was there talking to them while they were facing the wall. What do you mean?
Are you?
V was carrying it and talking to them and talking to the managers.
I thought you were only talking to the guards. I don't think you actually.
Because at one point I was back to the wall. I had my back to the wall. They had their face to the wall while I was talking to them without looking.
And literally at one point it was like, hey, you doing okay? And Nilo just like tilted his head all the way back to look at them, not even moving, just like, do I look okay?
To be fair, I think we missed out on a great opportunity. I would have loved to see the scenario where Bloom has to try and sneak Nilo a shiv.
Shit, but Nilo wouldn't have done it.
Bloom walking through the bars with a knife and then just walking back out, like.
It's like, but yeah, everything from Nilo's perspective, he got put in jail. At one point the guards told him, hey, we know you can get out, just don't break our shit. And I was like, okay, so Nilo wrote his, like, testimony?
Yeah.
It's like, wrote his testimony, and then wrote it another time so he could give one to the guard and one to Teriel. And then after a while, after talking to Teriel, after talking to V, all of a sudden he hears panic and shit from, like, essentially upstairs, right?
Yeah.
It's like from upstairs, and like he saw the guards trying and fumbling fucking keys trying to get him out. He said, fuck that shit, and told them to move. He kicked the door right off the shit, and then just ran and killed the person that not really impersonated, but like,
rest in peace, Grandma.
Words.
Rip Grandma. She went around and lit all of the torches for the town.
But like, he went and did the thing he was accused for to kill the person that framed him. And that's everything Nilo knows that happened that day.
So what actually happened outside of the singular jail cell?
Oh man. How do I describe incompetence?
Y'all actually had your own things each, so y'all actually had your own little things each.
Also, Nilo decided to stupidly wake up before everyone to try and sort everything out.
While there was, well, there's at least one active, basically assassin that tried the previous attempt, and you're like, I'm sure we killed one person. There wouldn't be two.
There wouldn't be.
Nah, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be like a third one. It's gonna be like the
fine.
Seven
Nilo's
Angels.
Going to die eventually.
Yeah, no, there's a third one right here. Let's kill him.
No.
Oh, look at that.
I'm just convinced they're gonna find more and more elaborate and stupid ways to try and get Nilo.
But yeah, it's like Nilo tried to tell you what happened. She wasn't there, and then he was going to come back after he told Altari what's going on, and was stopped immediately because he was framed for murder. And that is everything that Nilo knows. Yes, that is it.
And you gave the guards your bag saying, I didn't kill that person, as they found a dead body in your bag.
No, they asked, "Hey, is there anything in your bag or anything that we should know about?" And Nilo was just like,
In relationship
yes,
to being
there is.
accused of
There's a
murder,
dead
have you
body."
have you
About
murdered
that.
anyone else?
Is there anything in here that could be considered a self-report?
It's like Nilo was just like, "Yes, there's a dead body, but I'm about to write about it, and I already told you I almost got assassinated last night." And yeah. Anything else y'all want to correct me on?
You were
I mean,
running
now that you
toward.
said it.
It was, I'm sorry, it was hilarious.
No, it was. I know.
After you got out, you saw a giant beam of light and you started running towards it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that too. Okay, now everyone else, whoever wants to talk, can talk.
Oh yes,
'Cause
depression.
I don't know what happened outside of
Well,
me being in jail.
V and Terry just kind of argued with the gods for their incompetence for like the entire session.
Yes, because
I'm gonna be honest. Next time that happens, I'm just gonna have Terry beat the piss out of the guards.
I should have started shooting people earlier.
I would have been like, all right, boom, just like smack them right across the face. No magic, just punch them. Just like-
Yeah, V and
Yeah,
Terry
he's-
were just interrogating the gods the entire time. Whenever they were just like 3 level 1 gods.
I should have
just
just
like-
been from Terry's point of view. He's like, I should have really just destroyed those guards pretty much.
Yeah,
They were
from
just
V's
in the
point of
way.
view, someone's getting hurt.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think in introspect, Dario feels like he has somewhat failed because of his hesitancy to act.
Speaking of people who aren't hesitant, Ophelia, how did you handle last session?
Well, Ophelia and Bloom were the only ones who are actually fucking investigating and trying to exonerate, while V and Teriel were trying to argue semantics with the guards. So,
I should
should've
I
Ophelia
should have just
too.
thrown them through the window. I just had.
throw him in for contempt of court.
I wouldn't care, to be honest.
And what? So how did you solve the crime that was there?
We investigated. We asked around a bit. We went to the library, and then Ophelia had a vision of what the dead child witnessed. Well, dead child in quotes. And turns out that someone had summoned a bodak. I think that's how you say it.
Mhm.
To put the child into a death-like state, and then frame Nilo, who Ophelia, while Bloom was trying to take care of the child to make sure she didn't eventually actually die, Teriel and Ophelia investigated the home of the woman who initially found the body and found the dead body of the actual woman, and then ran back with the body to the jail, told V to shoot the woman, and then they had a big fight with the bodak, and then they killed the bodak, and so they're like, oh, well, let's go check on the child, and then there's a beam of light.
I want to point out something important. Who would ever thought you'd learn something from a book?
a lot of people. What?
I will say that there is a certain group of people that are currently trying to study a lot of books right now. So what do they learn from books, V?
I don't know, but I'm excited.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, there's certainly a lot of things going on with them, you know. Also, now the beam of light. Let's continue there.
Or
That'd be you,
we
Bloom.
don't.
Oh, you don't have to go back. You don't have to go the whole thing. Just a synopsis of.
We're just gonna keep recapping, so we never have to deal with it.
I might actually have
No,
to
we
change
can't
up one
do
thing.
that.
Dormammu, I'm here to bargain.
Dormammu, I'm here to bargain. Give me my blue back.
I might have to change my dedication again, because there's like literally, I just realized all these spells are just concentration spells that allow you to do an action afterwards.
Also, good news, stream is working correctly in audio.
That's good.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sorry,
so
I know I don't do that as much. I always check if
appreciate
don't
it.
say anything.
Yep, so and then like I said, and you can just say what Bloom did at the very end of the session.
Bloom did a bit of a final sacrifice. So with the creature that had affected the child, they were going to turn into another one of these creatures. And Bloom, not wanting that to happen, decided to basically use a higher level spell than what she was necessarily capable of, and so she had to transfer some of her life force to the kid, and as a Leshy, she kind of expended more than she was expecting to expend and lost her form at the moment due to it. She was prepared and did bring a new, basically it was the only plant that she could find on short, another like kind of fruit, putting that in air quotes, plant that she could find easily, that she'd be able to transfer her
Gee, I am Grooted us.
yeah, she 100% I am Grooted us, the gang, and so she transferred herself into a peach ghost pepper, and at this moment, there's a burned rune in the ground, and a V on the ground holding a slightly larger than normal lemon in his hands, probably as the rest of the group shows up to the scene.
That's where we will start the session.
Okay. Well, anyone wants to start us off?
I was gonna say V or us. Which one? Make your choice.
I know V wanted to say something, right? You wanted to
I
do
mean,
something.
Yeah, what
Kind
what
of,
do you
but we'll-
do?
well, I would assume they're arriving right about now. Then, correct?
I was gonna say, if you want to do something or say something that doesn't involve us, you can do it.
No, I think we did that part already. No, I was just going to describe the character's look when he has arrived.
Okay. Okay.
And Nilo has a singular. They basically have a small, what looks to be like bracer knuckles that happen to have a perfect molding of their teeth in it.
Thank you for giving me that.
That is weird and creepy.
Man.
That's
all the emotional
Oh my
stuff from
God.
last session.
So everyone's arriving. V, what do you do?
I mean, they would see V holding the lemon. So it's just a lemon right now, right? The plant
It's
hasn't like
just a
formed.
lemon. Wow.
Well, like I like the secondary thing hasn't formed, correct? Boom. As the-
No, yeah, Farah hasn't started forming yet. There's just like light energy coming down, and like there is like the lemon kind of helmet, air quotes, that she would like wear. But like, yeah, there's not much left of Bloom. And Boom / Farah has not started forming yet.
I would turn to the group. You would see a slight glance, just purple bleeding out from behind the mask's eye. Not like running down his face, just bleeding out, almost like a smoggy smoke. As I walk like away from, we're not facing anyone. saying to them, mind the lemon and mind the plant. It'll be important soon, as I would be heading back to the prison for right now, as I am very upset and do not have my guns on me. I would tell them
Why
to.
do you have your guts?
Is anyone gonna? Hey, how's everyone else responding?
I'm sorry, I'm about to talk. It's just my throat was killing me. I can't.
You're good.
I tried to speak at one point and it was just like, eh.
Go
How
ahead.
dare you try to speak?
I think it's very obvious that he needs some time. As probably the rest of y'all. To process what has happened.
I'm so sorry. I should have been faster. I feel like it's all my fault.
So I'm like, a lot of things should have probably happened differently. I may still, and I'm just gonna leave.
Nilo's just looking at everything. And it's taking a minute to process considering what just happened prior. And he just looks at like V with the lemon as he like walks away. And like Terriel and like Ophelia. And it's just like, I'm missing something. Wait. Is
Who died?
wait. That can't be. That we weren't gone that long.
I would have left the lemon like next to the other plant. Know what would happen.
Ophelia just kind of covers her mouth and is trying to hold back some sobs.
What happened while I was locked up for this to be a thing?
The child, she wasn't dead. Bloom was trying to keep her alive while we figured it out. But I guess we weren't fast enough. I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. I don't fully know everything that happened. But I know it wasn't your fault. Okay. So
I think it's best that you take some time to take this in.
I just Okay. Sorry, what did V want us to do again?
I think you should just give him some time.
No, I know that I wasn't going to bother him. I understand. Let's see.
Is the lemon still there?
Yep.
The lemon is next to the. Was it chili plant? Did you say?
I think it's a peach ghost pepper, right?
Yeah,
Or ghost
peach
pepper.
peach ghost pepper plant. Yeah. Okay.
Ariel's is gonna look at the lemon. I think it's best that we should plant a lemon tree here, at least. It's probably what Balloon would have wanted.
You gonna plant the lemon?
Yeah.
You probably also would see her water staff as well.
Probably
Well,
keep
just-
the
Yeah,
water staff
I
also
would.
next to
Yeah,
the lemon.
the plant, the water, like all of Bloom's remained things would either be on me or pushed to the ghost pepper plant.
Yeah. Okay. Nalo's going to like pace around for a second before just like spreading wings and just like look at both of them and just like I gotta do something. I gotta be right back. Y'all take care of this. I will be right back. I need to do several things. I'm sorry. And Nilo is just going to like fly up and go to where Altari is.
Go over to where you left Otoin.
Oh yeah, is he still alive?
We'll find out.
Because if they aren't, we're about to unalive 4 people.
I love how we're mourning over Bloom. Meanwhile, we have no problem murdering 4 random people, basically.
To be fair, I was the only one that was okay with it. All of you were actively like, I don't know if this is a good idea. Because y'all cowards.
You go over to where Otoi was left, and you see what looks to be some sort of almost chaos a little bit, as you see broken trees, whole trees uprooted from the ground, several of them laying bound beside, some being thrown against other trees. Various other plants seem to have been stomped on, as if a giant colossus has taken his time to go around and step on each individual flower as these massive footprints begin to lie. And there you see various bone shards that begin to litter the ground. Various bones of all different kinds of creatures and animals, as if an amalgamation of several bones have been broken, shattered, and torn to pieces. You see what looks to be arrows that seem to be coated in all kinds of, even some kind of liquid that you don't recognize, that seems to be jutting from a few other bones. Scrapes of swords and clashing of various impacted hammers seem to be dotting the other bones, as well as a few bits of sprouts of basically what look to be leaves and plants that seem to have sprouted out from the bones themselves, as if something was internal and then exploded out. You find nothing more than just the remains of bones littered throughout this little battleground that seem to have taken place here.
God damn it.
Had to wake up early. Alright. Terrio, upon sudden realization, is probably gonna be running over there.
Ophelia would probably follow, honestly.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to be alone right now.
You say that, I was literally coming back.
That's- Like, upon sudden realization, oh yeah, we got preoccupied very early in the morning and have to process all this stuff. Don't tell me that we have another person that died.
You brought Otoi
Maybe-
to the town. He was so excited to meet, but no, the town yet to actually get to know him. But he seemed whatever was happening here, a true fight was indeed there. As you also see what looks to be scorch marks as this lightning came down from the sky, as well as various other elements that seem to be at play.
Nilo,
Yes.
you said something about a light that you entered. Do you think that maybe we can bring back Otari through this?
What?
You told me about a light that's from the God Knight that healed you. Do you think it could bring back Otari if we bring enough?
Please say you can.
I mean, maybe, but that's chancing it. I don't. Maybe.
For the record, I thought Atari was going to be at full health when I set this up.
Yeah,
I did
well,
not know that they were not
mistakes.
full health.
we
Mistakes were
we
made.
got sidetracked very fucking hard.
That's
Nilo
alright.
wasn't. It's just he had to be. Okay.
And Teriel's
Yeah.
investigating the battlegrounds at this point.
I was say, it's
Or-
like Nilo's still like pacing and shit, just like okay. Fuck.
You only just met
Maybe
him.
that'll work. But like, that's the point. It's like maybe that'll work. But right now, so I have to go real fast.
You
Probably. I
you
just-
have to be the fastest person. So I will go ahead and, since you had the best chance, I will cast haste on you.
Yeah, haste. Okay. But Nilo's gonna go all the way to the tavern.
Just the tavern? What?
Yes, the tavern. He has a ton of shit to do right now.
Why
Okay.
go to the tavern?
Because
I
Nilo
need a
goes to the
drink. Leave him
tavern.
alone.
I need a drink. Immediately chugs 5 gallons of alcohol.
no, that's not it. It's the people who might or might not be at tavern.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
You think that they would immediately go back to the tavern of all things? Think they would go straight to the gauntlet?
I was gonna say I'll let you set it up first.
Oh, I am down to see Nilo going to the tavern after I get my weapons back.
Yep, so I'm going to put everyone else's tokens just over here in the corner. Just know that you are not physically there at the moment.
I'm down for catching up with Nilo if I see them. I don't know how
That's
close the
fine, but he
I don't-
literally flew here, so it's either you know.
No, he got hasted. He got... Nilo also got hasted, so they are extremely fast at this moment.
I understand. No, it's if I don't know how close the prison is to the tavern either. So that also
Prison was
factors.
no, not. It would be completely different directions. The
Yeah.
the
Okay, then
tavern
yeah, I
is
wouldn't
over
notice.
by the tavern's over by the seat side. The jail is massively inbound. The top
Okay.
right of the town.
Okay.
Oh, whoops!
Great.
That token got changed. One of the dwarves got changed to it. Whoops. Just one of them.
Okay.
You make your way to the tavern. You see what looks to be a celebratory drinking after they managed to go and complete their quest.
Nilo lands like quite harshly and quite loudly, with like smoke dust as he hit the fucking ground, and he's just like rushes in here, just looks at them, and it's just like, I see you done your mission, didn't ya?
Ah yes, quest giver. I have completed the quest and have obtained. We are still awaiting reward for the quest, but soon we will be on the tower as we originally planned. The side quests are nothing more than distractions for the main event.
Just, I know for a fact, Nilo is literally on break of tears right now. I know for a fact that y'all don't give a fuck what I say right now. But listen. Don't go and deal with those ghouls right now. Because at this rate, it's like either which for your credit, you might just maybe actually be able to defeat them. But do you think you can defeat 72 plus ghouls on your own?
Oh, we
Think
killed
on-
that giant bone guy. It should be very easy for us.
You hear the small gnome say as he feels very confident holding up his wooden staff.
The issue is that big golem guy, the only reason you were able to defeat him was because we hurt him first and forgot. So,
Oh, so we helped
Ah,
you finish
a train-
that for you.
A training exercise. Very well. I appreciate as a training exercise disguised as side quests. I appreciate the help in the fight. We must always fight against those who are undead and those who are the unliving of this world.
Tag me in, coach. Tag me in.
Alright. Seriously throw me in.
Nilo just like bites his tongue a little, and it's like he's not shaking, but he's like if he were to hold out his hand, he'd be shaking right now, and he's just like big old grin, just looking at them, just like, you do realize, though we didn't tell you, so you wouldn't fucking know.
No, we
So
didn't tell
the
them.
giant golem that you just killed, fun fact, is actually the person that this town is named after. Which is a great little fact.
They kind of all start talking and say, "That's a quest far greater than what we could have possibly ever hoped for. Why would you give such a party such a quest to begin with? That's something they're supposed to work up to."
Oh,
Because
yeah.
we knew if you went against the ghouls, you would die. So,
You see what
we
you see
put
this
you against
soldier.
something that would probably still also kill you. Because you guys were annoying as shit whenever you got here. I do apologize for saying that, but I don't care right now. Because a party member of mine died. The golem that was supposed to help with the fucking war just got killed. And I just got almost assassinated last night. I also just went to jail for being accused for murder because of said people we're going against war for. So I might just be just a little ticked off right now.
You see
So
one
I
of
do
the
apologize.
you see the gnoll hold up his hammer large in his hand and like taps to his chest and says, "In recompense for this great dishonor, we will join the army as well to make sure that we can fight alongside. Now that we have destroyed the name of the town, we must now create a new name for the town by through combat and glory. We will help you in this battle so that maybe one of us would have the honor of having the new name for the town. It would be the highest quest of honor we can have."
Nilo kind of very much quickly, since he still should have haste, very quickly goes up to him in the face and like grabs him by his collar and is just like, that sounds lovely. But please do make sure to be on your best behavior now. Now, until you hear about more about said war and wherever the soldiers come, just stay in the tavern until then. Just be cautious whenever you go on your little fucking quest. And just, I trust y'all to do your job. But I also have to be on my way. I do need to get through though, so I will be passing y'all.
You just
And
see
I don't want to
the
hear a word afterwards.
you just see the fighter stand up and he'll go to his knee and put his sword almost like it's going into the earth itself as he kneels before you.
Nilo finally lets go of the dude's collar and is just like, and just walks past, ignoring them now, and is just like, knocks over here and prays to fucking God, and Yin is in there.
Yeet yeet, Yin is here.
Yeah. Nilo, like, kindly knocks on the door and is just like, Yin, can I come in? If you are there.
You just see the door slightly sling open as you see Yin sitting at her desk. She seems to be in a very much of a panic state. She has a lot of new papers, a lot of new items around her, as she seems to have acquired some more things while she was out.
Yeah. I'm sorry to bother you.
She just looks at you and says, "If this is about the windows, I heard from, well, the drunken dwarves as they kind of seem to mention it. I can always rely on them to keep up my tavern when I'm gone, even if there's 10 bottles in. I also heard what happened in town, and I'm deeply sorry for that."
Yeah. Yeah, no, I just also wanted to check up and see what was happening with the letters. I think it's only been a day, so it probably wouldn't show up as soon, but I'm not sure with your
Yes, the
mail
letters are
deliveries.
actually right here, and she will look over and rifle through a few things, and they will end up handing you a letter. And in the letter, it is a more briefly written letter, as there's, well, bound to be different things, and they mention in the letter that a few of your friends are going to be there. It mentions Blood, Rye, as well as Priscilla seems to be joining. As it mentions that they will be there as either support or as, well, as much help as they can be, as it is uncertain to where how much investment they exactly want to put into the war, but as decree, they must provide at least something to the war. So they are providing both Blood, Priscilla, and Rye as companions and assistants to you in this upcoming time.
Just to clarify, you do know Blood is his mother. I just want to make sure about that before you agree.
Yes,
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
the Queen is visiting.
Okay. Nilo just looks at it, just
Queen
like,
is not going to be a soldier. I'd like to just make that a
Yeah,
little
no.
bit clear. The
No,
Queen
I
is
know.
not
I
going
was
to be.
just saying. I was making sure you realized what you were saying. I was just wanting to clarify. Because I know the family is confusing because there's like 5 of them. But like, yeah, I have like 10 different characters, so I get it. But okay. Nilo's gonna look at it, understand, be like, okay, okay, okay. I gotta go back to my party to make sure they're all doing okay. And then whenever the soldiers eventually get here. But thank you for getting the letter out and getting this to me. I am still sorry about your window, though I sadly couldn't control it.
And she she also will, in turn, basically walk over to you and hand you a little tiny, it says, this is a rune. I acquired it, well, I acquire lots of things, I should say, being the owner of, well, the Thieves Guild, and I would like to give this to you. It is to help with in case I notice that you seem to fight with your fists more than, well, any sort of weapons. So, here, if you apply this rune, and you may apply it to either anywhere on your body, and it will be a little tattoo of yours. And what it can do is it will add a little spectral hand that you can use to help fight, or, of course, well, anything you can use. She kind of looks you up and down, looking at your wings, your 2 arms, and she's just like, I'm sure you could use another limb. You seem to have so many things about yourself already.
Thank you, Yen. I appreciate it.
It'll help you keep away. Whenever you run into anything, well, you don't exactly want to touch with your hands, this will help you in that regard. She'll kind of wave over her hand over the rune, and it begins to glow a nice little, almost an orangish color. And says this will allow you to, well, it protects the limb that should be owned to your own fighting strength. It matches to that of your body. Once it's put on your body, it will match that strength as a 3rd limb.
Can I just give him literally the tail fucking...
Yes.
Yay. Because he would. He honestly would.
You put it right above your collarbone. Oh, not collarbone, the tailbone.
Okay. Yeah, Neil's gonna do that. It's like that. That'll help. But okay. Thank you, Yen. I'm sorry if you heard my conversation in there.
Yes. And I heard I also seem to promise a large sum of gold to some people recently. I have such a large mouth myself. I can sometimes say things I completely forget. It just gives you a little bit of a glare.
Neil's just like puts up both paws and is just like, it's not my fault, I promise.
You're lucky I'm the owners of a Thieves Guild, so be on your way.
I know. Okay. I'll talk to you later. And he just leaves, closing the door behind him, of course, but he leaves. And then looks at the like party again, and is just like, meh, and then just walks out and heads back to where Teriel and Ophelia, you know what I'm saying.
What did you find at the inn?
I will say, while you were there, go and just give me a perception check.
Not
You're
super
good. Keep on walking.
Oh my god. I mean, he's flying out of here, but like, yeah.
A 13. I'm like, sorry. A leaf could hide from you.
It really could, honestly. Okay. But yeah, he is. Where is that one?
V, let's
Would they
continue
have
with
logically,
these.
like. So I'm trying to figure out where. Yeah, they would probably still be over here, so I'm just gonna go over here.
That you did get haste so you could do all that. They seem to be picking through the fight scene. As V, what are you doing?
Me?
What was that?
What are you doing?
I was heading to the prison to get my guns back. 'Cause
Oh,
I did literally just leave them on the ground to rush to the light.
you, all the rest of everyone, you can see that mostly the guards, just one of them's checking over. Neela would have also given, they would have also given Neela their stuff back on the way out. They just put every single item in the bag of holding.
So I just got your shit.
Yeah, you go back to the guardhouse. And, as you ran out about faster than everyone else, V, you realize that your guns aren't at the guardhouse.
Ooh, hold on. Is the guard that gave me so much annoyance there?
The guards, there was currently there was
God.
several guards. There was some in the sleeping area. There's some watching over the cells. There is various ones. I mean, they only hire like 7 people at most to be the guards of the town. But yes, he would also be
Listen.
there.
I was gonna say, are they all just generic NPCs, or do I see the one that I would have had a lot of FaceTime with?
The one you would have had a lot of FaceTime with would be the dwarf. He is there. The dwarf is there.
I gotcha. Hold on. What would happen?
And your guns are with Nilo at the moment.
I have a dagger. I have fists, alright. He might have to catch these hands.
He also seems to be watching over the other prisoners.
I'm gonna go up to them like, hey, left some guns here. Any idea where they went?
Alright, yeah, buddy. I put that over with your Neela friend. He kind of felt bad after going through all of his stuff in the, bag of holding, investigation, as you know, so I put him over with them. And then whenever you left, we gave the bag of holding to Nilo to return, all their stuff, including the body. We're not going to ask about that. We've already accused of one murder today, we're not going to go accusing of another.
So, what do you, did you ever look into what happened with, your old lady that you said was so mistrusting? Oh, Miss Nice Lady. Anything coming up with that?
She seems to have been taken over by a Bodek, I think someone mentioned. Such awful lot. Between changelings and this, you can't ever tell who in the hell this town is. Especially during war. It's a bad time, I'll tell you. It's a bad time.
I would like to also clarify that we would definitely made sure that the grandma's dead body doesn't rise as a Bodek also.
Are you saying we just stabbed the dead body?
There is a dead body of a grandma on the floor.
That's right. We left it there. Oh,
You literally
oh
left
boy.
the dead body grandma there.
Oh boy. Oh,
You literally came in, dropped, and it's just like, look.
And then you just started fighting immediately, and then you left the dead grandma body there. We'll give her a proper burial.
Yeah, we'll give her a proper burial. Just make sure that there's like a couple feet of concrete between that.
We'll do what she always wanted: a burial at sea. Oh, that's what she always wanted. No kids in town, no lovers in town. She wanted to be taken by the sea, the place that she was born in. Lovely old woman she was.
I think she would like to be cremated, but like the candles she laid out.
He's just gonna be stomping his foot. Just getting
Your foot under the
not
ground?
like no, like tapping quickly, getting more and more annoyed.
Jesus.
Instead, he just says, I can at least assure you, your friend, your Nilo was treated very well here. Sorry about the whole mix-up. It was mostly for just the town. They get scared very easily. They don't really have much to protect themselves.
Yeah, they don't even have that many good guards to protect themselves either.
I am just gonna ball my fist and head out.
You head out of the jailhouse, and one
I
of
don't really have
them.
anywhere to go, so
I'm gonna
back to
say,
the-
a few of them. One of them says, "The least I can give you," and he's gonna hand you some bullets. You see him kind of like reaching into his pocket, and he like pulls out a few bullets, and like, it's not much, but I like to tinker in my spare time. You have refilled some of your bullets.
I ain't gonna shoot him. I'm gonna grab the bullet and pull you to it.
He's giving you bullets, even though you don't have your guns on. He's like,
I know.
Sorry,
I'm
you're
gonna pull
welcome.
him to the bullet.
pull him. What?
It's an Eminem lyric.
Oh, I'm very confused at the moment. He gives you some bullets.
I'm gonna take them, and I'm going to not assault him.
You have acquired bullets for not assaulting a police officer. Okay.
Now, the other
Well-
party, on the other hand, who knows? But I guess the only place I would know to go right now is back to where Bloom was.
Okay, I will continue you in a second. Ophelia and Tyria, what are you guys doing?
Collecting the bones of Otari. Well, Otari.
What's
And-
left of Atari?
What's left of it, and just trying to bundle it up together so we could possibly take it to the gauntlet and see if we can bring him back. Possibly.
Before you touch those bones, Tyria, I will say you do sense quite a bit of almost the tower's energy still remaining. As much as you can hit a giant pile of bones, there is a bit of residual energy left in the bones.
Maybe.
Not enough to animate them, but there does seem to be some of that necrotic energy that has so famously been associated with the tower.
Alright, let's hope this doesn't backfire.
Does Ophelia feel this too?
Yes.
Do you think Otari is still attached to these bones?
I think it's a good chance that his soul has not departed across the river yet.
He did technically have unfinished business, I suppose.
He's been trapped on there for 1,000 years. He still has his birthday to celebrate.
So, yeah.
And would you look at that?
I'm back.
We need your
No.
help carrying all these bones. There's a lot
That's
of bones.
fine. I'm sorry I left. So good news. If
Oh.
V doesn't fucking kill them.
Before
we
you
got
do
them
that,
working for the war. Okay.
does want to say, are you actually both picking up the bones right now?
Yeah, I would say I'd
Currently.
be helping Terrio pick up the bones.
Then I
So-
have not arrived yet. Let me just go like over here.
Yeah, let me just, Ophelia,
Mm-hmm.
as you touch the bones.
This feeling. Da-na-na-na-na.
You
Sorry.
suddenly find yourself. Let me just try. I almost forgot just to not have let me just put this real fast. Hoping no one's this, but Ophelia, as you touch the bones, you seem to have your eyes glaze over as the necrotic energy from the bones seemed to be almost like they were feeding into you for a second. As your eyes go milky white, you find yourself in another vision.
Oh God.
Ophelia,
Oh boy.
do you see the where you are right now on the map?
No, it's loading.
You
Loading.
also
Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark.
yep. You are finding yourself. Oh my god, this freaking backtrack music. Meant to zoom out. You find yourself in a room, almost with a giant pool of energy in the center of the room. 4 different pools of green liquid seem to be filling the center. As you see, the same energy that you recently touched seems to be almost warming and inviting, filling yourself as this pool in the center begins to fill with this almost this necrotic energy that feels so warm and so welcoming to you. You seem to be alone right now, except for a singular wisp that seems to be just daintily swimming around beside you. You pull out the wisp. Oh, Jesus. There was a soundtrack that was playing. I gotta turn down. You see what looks to be a singular little wisp that seems to be almost dancing around you joyously. And the whole well just seems to be full of this almost soul-like energy. And you feel very at home and welcome. You have a little bit more sentience this time. What are you doing right now?
I want to turn to the wisp and say, "Who are you?"
You see the wisp begin to mouth some words to you as it almost bounces left and right, almost pretty joyously. And it looks to you and it seems to be mouthing words, except you don't seem to be hearing anything coming from it, as it just seems to be almost silent, as if it's trying to say something, but you just don't hear it. And then after it says the things, it rubs up against your chest and kind of holds itself there affectionately.
I'm gonna gently pet the wisp, and then I want to kneel down, and I want to stick my hand. I want to hesitantly stick my hand into the pool in the middle.
As you do that, the wisp almost joyfully springs back as it bounces to the right of you, and you slip your hands into this pool and you feel that almost it's like your own magic itself as it's almost filling you and connecting with you, and you just feel this rush of just necrotic energy that is so strong that it seems to almost just be absorbed into you as well as also taken from you, almost mixing in this amalgamation of both energy and yourself and your own magic. And with that, there's such of a rush of energy flowing through you, snaps you straight back as you blink, feeling all of that rush and exchange of magic, and you find yourself now standing back in Otari itself.
He's playing his character.
Welcome
Whatever.
back.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm not gonna fault
Ophelia
him.
now
Battle
has, as you see Ophelia begin to blink again, as Teriel, while you were seeing all this happen, you begin to see the energy that's coming from Otari's bone, and it seems to be almost surrounding Ophelia, giving them almost a greenish glow. And as they snap back, you see their eyes begin to form full color again, as they blink a few times, coming back to consciousness, except the green glow about their body seems to persist in a very low, almost aura of magic.
Alright, well, I have no clue what that means. Other than that she has that right now.
What is happening to me? She kind of looks, holds up her hand and looks at the glow as it moves around her body.
Well, I have no clue, to be honest. But hopefully it's something good instead of bad this time.
Yes, I guess. Let's just finish collecting the bones. Let's see what we can do with Otari.
Are
And
you
that's good.
feeling any different?
Bewildered. I don't know how to explain what I saw yet. Just give me some time.
I would imagine that Teruel and Ophelia would have been done collecting some bones as soon as Nilo comes over the horizon. And this faint residual energy that we have, well, we only need enough to bring him back and he can collect the rest of the bones.
Is that now Nilo comes back?
Man, I hope you found his head, because that'd be really weird if you got his just.
Which
Yeah.
one?
The Iron Giant, but there's bones.
Okay.
Superman.
No.
Okay. This time. Oh my god. This time, Nilo lands. Nilo just like looks at both of them.
Neil lands right on top of the skull.
Smashes it.
He does have multiple skulls on his body. Multiple
Like I
skulls on his
said,
body.
which one? Okay.
Neil, have you seen to see the skull it jumps? There also turn. Well, I guess we have to find a different skull. This squirrel
Oh my
should do.
god. He's not going to land on it. Okay. Probably. It'd probably be like a finger bone.
So
Okay,
Nilo, this is
so-
is this the first time you saw? No, yeah, no, you always you saw him right first. And then you flew away. You're good.
Nilo's going to like look at both of them, and then look at Ophelia again, and tilt his
Ophelia's
head.
glowing green.
Did I miss something? Or...
No, Ophelia always Googling. Let's just get going.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Okay. So great. Totally great news. So that party that killed him are now working for the war. Yay! And I hope he doesn't kill him while we take care and hopefully bring him back. Ooh. Okay, let's fucking go.
I suppose they've shown themselves to be competent in combat.
They really fucking haven't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just still fucking livid. So, the thing is that, like we all know, we literally beat him to like an inch of his life and they just took that part off of him. Like, they just
Technically.
finished him off.
You made sure to check if they didn't take any trophies, right?
We'll deal with that when we get back. Right now, I don't want to fucking see their faces.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and make haste before we lose this residual energy that Ophelia has.
Yeah. Do y'all want me to take the bones since I got like bag of holding, or do y'all got it? Am I carrying?
There was a
it
lot of
somehow?
large
What's going on?
There's a lot of bones.
There's a lot of large bones.
That's what I thought. Like, do you want me like take like?
I'm just
a
taking
third
what
of
is
them?
important. Whatever is
Like-
important.
Ophelia is.
So
Do
get
I feel-
generic skeleton. Got it. I guess.
I mean,
Go ahead,
what
Ophelia.
I was gonna say, do I feel like any attachment to these bones other than just the residual sense of Otari, or is like would she
You-
want to hold on to these bones?
She doesn't want to hold on to the bones, but you just looking at the bones and feeling that energy, it just does feel almost warm to you.
She's gonna hold the bones tighter to her chest, and start heading towards the tower.
And Nilo's not going to question a damn bit and just carry as much as he can, putting half of what he can carry in like bag of holding. What? It's like,
Bag of
yeah, you
holding
wanna
can
carry
carry
bag of
most
holding?
of it, so
Yeah, it's like put most of it in there, take the rest by hand, kind of shit. Yeah.
okay. That means y'all are going to head over to the tower. As you rush to the tower, what is V doing?
Clearly not getting his gun.
Exactly. I want my guns back. Give me my
Too
gun.
bad.
Nilo, as you are pulling out, or as you're putting stuff in the bag of holding, you remember that V has his guns.
The guns pop out from too much inventory.
You can keep the guns if you want. You know, if you think V may be better off, like, you actually know, I'll say, Nilo, you do see the guns, and you know that you have V's guns, but you also know that V seems very violent right now.
I was gonna say, Nilo knows for a fact he's keeping these on hand right now.
I don't think it would matter at that point, to be honest.
Literally, he already thinks he's going to kill the other party. There's no way he's giving him his guns as soon as he finds out
V
he
just
has
goes
them.
ahead and looks at the
Like-
pencil. And he's like, a pencil is fine.
It's like when your friend is like so drunk that he wants to keep drinking, so you're like, yeah, we'll take shots, and you hand him like water.
Yeah.
V, you go, where are you headed right now? As they have now, I would say they are definitely headed towards that tower.
I
What
mean,
are
I
you
wouldn't
doing?
know any of this, so
Yeah.
I would be heading back to where Bloom was. That is the only place where I know of anyone was.
You go to there and you just see a newly planted lemon with the water staff beside it and the pepper plant closely in tow.
I will pick up the staff and sit down next to the plants and wait. I do not know where the rest of the party is. This is the only thing I know.
We legit just
You-
fucking left you.
You could also check the tavern if you wanted to.
I mean, okay, I guess this is more of a Bloom question. I know how long your whole reincarnation hibernation thing takes?
So, I like we talked about this earlier. It was like you hadn't ever experienced Bloom doing this process while she had been with you, but she had talked about this process before. And if I remember correctly, and we can retcon this a bit just because that's kind of the point that we're gonna do anyways. Was we talked about it took like 30 days or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like it was supposed to like be a very long process normally.
Maybe if you talk to it.
But
could
I
speed it
will
up.
say that you do notice that like when you arrive, it's hard to describe, but it seems like the pepper plant at least like perks up, like it just got hit with some sunlight. Like it has some it's already starting to recognize you, which you would probably know is that is a lot faster than what it's supposed to be. The process that Bloom had previously talked about.
okay. I mean, if I knew at least the 30-day mark, even if it does seem like it's starting early, I would probably move the plant because it's in a plant, right? It's in a pot.
Yeah, it's
plant, right?
it's a potted plant. Yeah, it's a potted pepper plant.
Peter Parker.
Peter Parker with a
See-
potted pepper plant.
I will say, you also see at the same time the child that Bloom saved. And she seems to come back. And part of her hair seems to be what was once braided hair now seems to have almost a green tint to it. As if it is the seasons of a brand new blooming tree with leaves as green can be. And her hair seems to have completely changed color as she sees UV, and she comes back and you see her holding what looks to be a flower of some sort, as she is laying it down where Bloom was buried. And she looks to UV and she says, I know you were with, well, the nature spirit who saved me. If you would like, we're gonna be holding a vigil in town. to, well, honor her as also recompense for, well, having your friend, well, person, and she just seems to almost like still being in tears almost by the side of this grave as she is choking up. You see her father come over and like put his hand on her shoulder and kind of nods to have her continue, and she's just like, we wanted to, well, the nature spirit was with us for such a short time, but she was like she was here for a purpose, and I guess she must have fulfilled her purpose now, and the town is so much better for it, so we're going to be holding a vigil in the town square, and we would like if you were to come too. Yeah, all of your friends. It's the least I can do for helping her save me. I can't tell how many of the, well, adults are going to be there, as they don't really, well, they didn't really know her very well, but I'm going to bring all my friends, and all the neighbor kids too, and we're going to have a big vigil, even if it's just my father and, well, my friends. She just kind of begins to well up a little bit. It would mean a lot if you came. And she, hands the flower to you, V. Here, I brought an extra. I figured at least someone might be here besides me, and I feel it's what she would want.
I'm reluctantly, not that they notice because I'm asked, but I'm going to take the flower and say, sure, I'll inform everyone about said vigil. But I don't, yeah, well, I'm sure they'll be there. I'll have to find them first. And I guess I would, alright, would they, alright, when is your said vigil?
It's, well, tonight, as once tomorrow starts, a bunch of people are going to be here, and they wouldn't understand the significance of the nature spirit. So we want to make sure all the people who actually want to be there will be there, and it doesn't get overblown through all the, well, people coming. I hate to do it in such a rushed manner, but it's the least I can do. And once the war starts, I'll have to stay at home, and I won't be able to organize stuff with my friends like I used to. So it's kind of like they gave us our last chance to kind of be together, in almost pure, well, joy and innocence.
Sure.
I see her father give a warming nod to her.
I'm not giving either of them a full-on look or anything. I'm still just looking directly at the plant.
She gives you a small curtsy, and she will leave to go prepare the vigil in the market square.
And to make sure this is just like a flower they picked up off the ground outside, basically, right?
It's from their own home garden.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
but it's not.
Technicality, yeah.
I meant like it wasn't anything specific.
Nope.
Building. Okay. And they've left.
Yep.
He crushes the flower, and just looks over. I feel like what they would have wanted is not to be here in your place, but fine. And I will grab the staff. The lemon you said was planted, right? It's in the ground?
Yep. They planted the
Okay.
lemon.
I will pick up the plants so that I can the pepper so that it can be relocated.
It's in a pot, like yeah.
It's in a
you
pot.
No,
need-
I'm taking the pot. I'm taking the pot. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
What are you
want
doing?
to,
I'm taking the pot.
feel like you should probably be in a safer place, knowing what's going to happen.
And where would
And
you
you
like to
have
go
a-
with this plant?
I guess to where we're staying in the tavern. We don't have any place else that we're staying.
You go to the tavern, while the rest of them go to the. Also, yeah, Bloom. I can say you're kind of Let's see, Fair Bloom
I'm
is
good.
well, Vera. Yeah, I was almost sure I want you to be included too. I know. It's
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, we're doing a lot. We're splitting the party. We're having a good time. It's fine. I'm here for it.
Are
Don't
we
worry about
really
it.
having a good time?
No.
You won't
Yeah.
make it to the
Right,
turret.
people.
You do.
Having a good time.
What?
Having a good time.
What floor exactly are you planning on visiting?
Okay, so the thing is that
It's always a good statement. The
Nilo
thing
would
is,
think, yeah, the thing is that Nilo would think the soonest light source. So if I remember correctly, that would be the second floor.
There is. So that was where the giant pool of it was, but there was also one on the first floor. But either would work.
The one on the first floor wasn't really like
Yeah.
prominent, so like I would assume second more likely.
You're gonna stand
Like,
next to
the
the
one on the
giant
first
worm
floor is
caucus.
like, I mean, why not?
Real question actually is probably we
Mhm.
should probably make sure that there's some type of wards put up to prevent any other creatures or souls of the departed from entering.
Oh god, Nilo has multiple tokens here. What was the second Nilo?
man.
Oh yeah, because they also have it up there.
This is getting out of hand. Now there's
It's because of that bloom. Because that's whenever y'all first originally went down here.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, but that's still funny. There's two Nilos.
There we go.
So,
Everyone, and I gotta
I
add
mean-
Pharaoh here. Pharaoh's here.
Oh my lord, it's still loading. Oh boy, what the hell happened on this floor?
Giant worm.
Give me a second, cause all I see is black.
You're in the giant worm room where you first originally
No, I
felt that
figured
tower.
it's just there we go. It just wasn't fucking loading. Okay. Well, Nilo, before he puts the bones down, it's gonna roll in it because he needs a stress reliever, and then he's gonna put all the bones in it.
You gain haste 2.
Yay!
If you don't know, Teriel, this energy gives them haste.
I'm a speedy boy.
And what does it do to
gives
Uh,
me haste, and it
living
usually gives me
people?
like
Would you like to
less
step
than
in the?
10 hit points. But
You
yeah,
can step in the energy and find out.
I'm
Don't
just
step in
gonna
the energy.
throw. I'm
Don't
just
fucking
gonna
do
throw
it.
in the apple and see what happens to the apple. Just like-
if
Yeah,
you
but-
see me going fucking haywire, you would think, hey, don't touch it.
probably require extreme amounts of concentration, but maybe.
If you would like to.
I'm
There is a tasty warhammer +1 in the stomach of this worm.
Oh my lord. We use the automatic progression, but alright.
I know, that's why it's funny. Yeah, so you see Neela rolling around in there, and Ophelia, like I said, you seem to be here as well. Everyone, they take you down using the elevator. There is an elevator.
Yes, there is. But yeah, no, Neela's going to like ask for all the bones. Is there anything y'all want to do before I do this? I don't think there's really any need, but like, do you want to? Or like, I'm just gonna put them in the pile. Like,
No, Ophelia's just gonna take the bones that she has, go to the edge of the light, and gently toss them in.
Let me see if there's anything that I have actually. Do you think that we could make him better, stronger? Maybe bark skin potion or something. Well,
Let's
he's
I
see
mean,
if we can. Let's just see
guess.
if this works first.
yeah, we should test first and then figure it out. But I also understand why we shouldn't test first. But like, I get it. But let's just put
Let's
it
just
in
go
there.
ahead and bring him back and see if he remembers us.
Yeah. Neela's going to like try and sort of put it in like it's still like a pile of bones, but like he's going to put it like as if he was sort of trying to like make a skeleton,
Yeah.
sort of, but like
I wonder if he can like merge with the giant worm.
That would
That'd
be
be
pretty
concerning.
badass.
but he's going to put it there And he's just gonna pray for the best and also walk further out of the thing so he doesn't get involved in if it does work.
Neela, roll me a d20.
Uh
Okay. Okay. You see, as you all, are you all also stepping away from the giant worm?
y'all should step away as soon as I do. Would
Do we put the
motion
bones
towards
down?
hey,
and-
You put the bone down.
Ophelia
after
put
you
the
put
bones
them there.
down.
Yep. You see Nilo running to the edge of the little tower here.
Just gonna take a step back. See what happens.
Only a step
Take
back.
a little step back here.
I literally run to the edge. It probably won't do much to me.
Hopefully he doesn't wake up and just start swinging, because that's probably how he went down. I
You
would be very
see
bummed.
all of the bones. And not only do you see the bones that you put down, out from underneath you in the sandy area, as there was a large amount of bones in this room from where the,
Yeah.
worm killed things, you see all of the bones in the entire room jut forward in an extreme velocity towards the center as everything's begin to shake rapidly, as it even pierces the flesh of the worm itself. And you see all of the bones in the entire room begin to pile and dance, jiggle and roam in the middle, as energy just begins to fill the air. You can feel the energy of the tower, almost as if the tower itself is being drained into this one creature here. And you see the bones get larger and just larger, and the creature begins to grow.
Oh shit. What have we done?
It's gonna
Please
take
tell
a
me we
bigger
can get
step.
this man out of here once he's done.
He's like, I'm even bigger. I'm even more muscle.
The bones not only the bones foam together in almost a new modified structure, as you see nothing more than two green glows come out of hole sockets in their head where eyes were once to be had, and you see him form once again.
Nilo just looks at him, just Altari,
Is it
you good, man?
Wait, I am better than ever! I have increased even more in my power thanks to the tower.
Okay, we need to figure out how to actually get you out of here, though. I didn't think that through.
Just stuff him in the bag of holding.
I'm gonna have to
don't
find.
think he'll
I'm gonna have to make my new entrance now. As you see, he goes over to this area right here and just punches a hole directly into the wall. And you just see him just punch a hole straight into this wall. As he's just like, here we go.
Couldn't you go for the wall that's next to? Actually, yeah, maybe that's smarter.
Oh, there was. Oh yeah, silly me. I forgot about that over there. You see him walk towards you, Tyrael, to begin to punch the wall above you.
I know there's
Just
something
gonna-
in that water, so we don't know if we actually. You should be fine.
You see him
Actually, I'm fine, you're
punch directly through this wall. And he just steps through the hole out
What
into
is
the
that?
swampy brooks below. And then he gets attacked by the brown mold.
No! There's brown mold here?
Yeah, they never actually
Oh my
defeated the brown
God.
mold.
Yeah, we never dealt with it at all. We kind of avoided it because
Alright,
Bloom
I
could walk
know
on
how
water.
I know how to deal with it, but oh my fucking god. Brown mold? You
The
could've told me
brown
about
mold leaves, and let's just see if he can make his fortitude save.
Oh my
What's
god.
his fortitude
What
save?
the fuck is brown mold?
It's horrifying. Do not use fire nearby it. You'll die. Actually, don't even go near it. You'll die.
He tries to make the brown mold tries to attack the bones, but then he realizes the bones don't have any warmth, so it just remains still. And then
I
he
was gonna say, at
steps
least,
into the
let us
water.
get on your fucking shoulders or something so we can easily follow.
Let me just go ahead and hit the brown wall with the ray of frost. No big deal. Just get rid of that real quick. I am not dealing with this today. Not
Then,
today.
then
Not
inside,
today, something.
then the other creature in the lake that they did not kill earlier attacks the thing that's coming inside the lake. As you see this thing just, and it jumps out the lake at Otori. As Otori has disturbed his domain. It misses Otori, and Otori decides that he needs to hit back.
Also, Atari still has like dead status.
Oh
I don't know if you cared.
lord. He's just
He just won. The River Drake only had 46 or 45 hit points. He just punches this like little sea cucumber looking thing, and just leaves the tower.
Oh, don't kill the poor damn
Oh my
thing.
god.
He one-shot the thing.
Did we make a mistake?
Probably.
Probably
Otari,
not.
don't go back to town and kill those guys.
Actually,
You
Nilo's
s-
just going like, stay where you like were last. We'll meet you there.
Yeah, we'll meet you over there. As Teriel's just like puts like
You
on
see
a
him-
hazmat suit and starts spraying down all the fucking brown wool.
You see him begin to leave the tower, and as he begins to leave the tower, you see some of his bones begin to fall into the water as if they were completely inanimate, as he completely stops moving
Oh,
and then takes a
Aw.
step back.
That's not good.
he's bound to the tower. God damn it.
Damn it.
He sticks another little pinky finger of like one of the 50 pinky fingers he has, and it also falls once he gets outside of a certain range of the tower.
Come
You s-
back.
You just see him rush past, stepping on the brown mold in the process.
No, no, no,
Jumping.
no, 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 no. No, no, no.
He
God
jumps
damn it.
back, and you see some other bones around, and they begin to form his hand once again. He says, "No, my town, it needs me. It needs us a hero right now." You see him just begin to like sit in the glow, and just almost sit in the glow, and just as sad as a giant bag of bones can look, he just sits there.
God damn it. Guess we'll have to
Maybe.
figure out something about that.
Well, it seems that he is very dependent on the Godlight's energy to keep himself together.
This is-
Maybe,
And
maybe if we find something to store its energy,
I want to try.
like
something.
the soul gem from.
Go ahead,
before.
Ophelia.
I want to try.
I want to put my hand in the light.
yes, you do.
Logically, you can. Logically.
And I just want to see what happens.
You put your hand into the light in the center, and you see the green glow around you begin to get brighter and brighter, as if almost the tower itself seems to be funneling magic into your body, and your body into the center itself, and you feel peaceful.
Nilo's gonna look at Teriel and just be like, just give him that look of, I really did miss something, didn't I?
Teriel's just gonna look at you and kind of just like gives like this shrug, just like doesn't know what to make of it, to be honest.
I want to see what happens when I step completely into the light.
You step into the light, and your body begins to, as you see, you step in, and you just feel a very, not only just warm, you feel as though a sense of almost longingness has been quenched, as you feel a little bit more at home. And as you step into the light, you begin to almost like you almost begin to have some sort of reaction as your body begins to almost increase in this intensity and this warmth, and everyone around you sees this glow grow brighter and brighter as Nilo recognizes this glow, as he has also been rolling around in it. And as you step into there, you not only feel empowered, but you also feel a little bit part of your magic unlock a little bit, as you feel you can cast just a little bit more of your energy in a day. You have now increased. You now have gained another 3rd level spell slot.
Ooh. Holy
Are
shit.
you shiny like shiny best friend now? We both get the like catnip drive.
You need me to roll reflex twice, Zerda, or once?
Oh no, that was me just clicking on your sheet.
Do you
my
think that Ophelia has any relations to the God Knight exactly, Neil?
Hmm?
Do you think Ophelia has any direct ties with the God Knight?
I mean, maybe, but the thing is, it's just Belcora's like magic. It's just necrotic magic, so it's not really saying a lot. But it is weird. I understand if you don't know yet, but seriously, what happened to make you green?
Well, it's hard to. I don't really know. I don't really know a lot about myself, so I can't really. I don't really have a lot of answers. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. It's just one minute I'm gone, the next you're green. So I was just curious what the fuck was going on.
I seem to be having some sort of reaction, I guess, to the magic in this tower. Let me
I
try.
mean, it's
again.
just okay.
And then I want to try. Can I like take this energy and can I push it into Otari? Give him more energy so that way he can go farther from the tower.
Yes,
Maybe
you
should
may.
try condensing
How many
it.
spell slots are you going to expend for this?
Well, I have 4. I guess I can use all 4 of my 3rd level spells now. Spell slots now.
Try condensing
can.
the magic.
That's what I'm asking,
for
is
it.
how many they are condensing into this. Can
I aid with this, actually?
Go for it.
I'm just gonna roll Arcana, because that's the only thing I know. I'm gonna roll
Teriel is the most emotionally supportive person.
Every time, I swear, I'm like, can I aid with this? That one.
You know what, so are you expending all of your spells? How many, all of your 3rd level spell slots for this?
This might come back to bite me in the butt, but yes.
You're about to take a long rest soon. I'm sure nothing bad will happen between now and a long rest.
Don't say that.
Oops, hold on. I accidentally did it from the wrong section. There you go.
I
You expend.
I wonder what happens when we spend certain spells.
Also, yes, I will bring you back to it. There we go. You expend all of your spells, all of your 3rd level spell slots into Otari as you take this massive glowing energy about yourself, and it's almost like all of the glow that is happening in the room seems to suddenly fall almost directly into you as you absorb all of this energy and push it directly into Otari. And you see Otari's body begin to glow in that similar green as that you have absorbed, and you suddenly stop glowing green as this giant wave of green light rushes from all around you into this body, and you see this almost Otari, and you just see this look about himself as he stares directly into you. And then you see him, for some reason, he does not entirely sure, he presses his head up against your chest and says, "Thank you. I feel whole now. I feel like I can leave this tower with confidence." And he kind of begins to wake up a little bit as he steps up and begins to attempt to leave the tower once again, almost in like a daze. Yes, you may.
Yeah.
You run his shoulder.
I'm gonna Iron Giant this bitch.
Alright, before that happens, we definitely got rid of the brown mold before that.
Yes, you did. You step out, and as you begin to leave, he kind of hesitates a second to where he was able to leave before and was stopped, but now it seems as if the tower is with him in his own body, so now he is only bound to his own body and not to the tower, as you both begin to leave and head back to town.
Ophelia fist bumps the air. Yeah.
You ride off on Otare back to town. How does Nilo and Teriel react to all this?
Nilo just like stops questioning everything, but looks at Taylor just like, "Do you want me to like carry you out of here, or
I mean, I should be
take
fine.
the elevator
I
back?
should. I think I'm fine, but I
What do you
think
want?"
I'm thinking about finding a way to maybe capture and store some of this energy, maybe for you later, whenever you need
Yeah,
it.
we'll
Would you like to stick your hand in the
I would
energy?
love to.
We'll-
Why not?
we'll
No.
Would you
We
like to see
need
what
to-
happens when you touch the light?
I'm afraid, but I'm also
Be
curious.
afraid. Seriously, be afraid.
I'm very,
It is
very
literally
curious.
pure necrotic energy. Like,
Yep. I mean,
Do you touch it
Nothing ventured.
investigatively?
nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Take 8
you
damage.
put like your pinky finger in there.
Take 8 damage. Alright.
Take 8 damage.
1, 2. So, 6.
You feel your fingers begin, as you kind of begin to get
Just
close, you
pull-
feel your
it's like
fingers
touching
begin
a
to like
pot there.
grow old and wrinkly, like you've been in the water too long, and it's extremely almost like painful to your fingers before you pull it out, and blood begins to rush back to your fingers again as removing
you
the
just-
wrinkliness.
And as you do that, all you see is Nilo just like roll in the middle of it. He just look at you, just like sticking his tongue out, just like, haha, bitch, and then just leave, and just get like run out of it.
You see what looks to be, and now we're going back to V. As you are entering the tavern,
Yeah, I'll put my token where his is, and then he can. Damn it. And I'll go in and just trade places.
there you go, V. You come back to the tavern, and the several adventurers seem to be drinking and just finagling amongst themselves.
Guessing that we're coming back pretty much at this point.
Let
right?
V have his moment first.
I was gonna say, let him have some words.
I
I
want to
mean-
watch V just fight these motherfuckers like 4v1.
They literally just said they were going to join the war. You really want to beat them up?
Yes. I hate
Yes.
them. They're fucking annoying.
I,
I mean-
do too. I literally like grab one at the collar. But regardless, V's turn.
So peach ghost peppers are extremely hot and also secrete a certain kind of oil from them. And V wears gloves, but they don't. And if they accidentally touch said peach ghost pepper plant and then accidentally rub their eyes,
We get it, you max charisma.
I'm just saying
Oh, and also
3
you
million-
also
3 million Scoville oil in the eyes is not pleasant. As somebody who has had that happen before.
the bard
Oh.
finally seems to have joined the party after being sleeping in,
Actually, let me
as the bard has now joined the group. You see him up on a table, sing-songingly away, as he describes his adventurers, his fellow party mates, and he describes them and their heroic deeds on their last quest. As the other dwarves seem to be drinking and cheer to the singing dwarf. And he seems to be playing a mix of basically what sounds to be heavy rock metal.
Hell yeah.
Because he's a rock dwarf.
He's got good taste.
Not again.
I will
Not
always add rock
again.
dwarves to my game. You don't know when they'll show up, but rock dwarves will always be in my game.
A man's got taste.
Specifically male dwarves, though.
Rock male dwarves, yes. They rock hard.
I mean, for right now, I would be walking in with the plant to take it to our room at least. He's singing about, so I can hear. So he's singing about. I'm assuming Atari.
He does not use the word Otari. He says
That's
the
fair.
and they say the giant bone goal abound, down they go, into the ground they go.
you said like, meanwhile, there's like screams. It's Godzilla.
Right now, I would just simply be walking past them with the plant and the staff. Not have my guns. Do you need the staff in inventory if I can get Bloom's staff for now? The water staff.
Sure. You have Bloom's water staff, we'll say. You can just have it. Assuming unless
Okay.
you're using it for combat, you can't cast from it anyways.
That's fair.
I might not be able to cast it, but I can still beat the shit out of it.
I'll give you
Yeah,
a
I can-
pirate. I'll give you the pirate staff. Don't look at the gold price. It's the closest thing I had.
Yeah.
So.
Just a quarter. You just need a quarter staff at that point.
I like this. As success, you deal bonus damage or double damage.
It's
I like this.
why is something instantly named a pirate staff a level 12 item? Like Jesus Christ!
Wait
Ah.
until he finds the dollar stuff.
Like oh, it's just water. Here, stuff of water. Here we go. A pirate
Yeah,
staff
if no one interrupts me, I would at least walk up to the bar. Put the plant on the bar for now.
I am not here.
Yeah.
You put the plant on the bar, and you see Yen rubbing several glasses as she is getting all of the various glasses ready for the next round. She looks over to you, V, knowing that you were the last one. Says, V, a familiar face it seems. Sometimes even it's almost like you have a certain likeness to me.
Couldn't tell you. I wouldn't be able to tell. And he just rubs his face on the mask. I don't see it. I need a safe place for this plant, and as these rooms are adjoining, I don't know how safe our normal room would be.
She looks over to you and says, if you trust me, I can put that in a place that I guarantee will be safe. But you will have to ask me whenever you would like to retrieve it, as it's so safe that no one else here knows about it. I am, well, a thieves guild owner after all. I have to have my vaults somewhere.
I'm back to checking with it. I'm gonna make sure the group is okay with this.
You are doing your own
Oh.
thing, V.
Yeah, I know. No, but yeah, I'm gonna hold on to the plant for now. Still,
Okay, she
I'll
says,
come back to her.
if you ever need anything that needs, well, extra safekeeping, you can be assured I can provide a space for that.
The lemon staff would be the only thing. I'll hold on to the plant for now.
Ask if
Rowdy
she'll-
in here as I turn to the group.
Like how you ask if she'll keep it safe. She says yes, and you're like, I'll keep it then.
Well, wait. So Yin, just to make sure, because it's been a while. Yin is the one that employed us, right? The leader of the thing.
Yen is way more important
Yen
than
is-
any of you
okay,
guys
so-
realize of yet.
Yes. So essentially, the one who's technically employed us was, like, for the lighthouse specifically, was the fortune teller. She made us part of the thieves guild because we took the boat.
Yeah,
because
that's what I
you
mean, yeah,
were
yeah.
injured.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was. Okay, I'll probably let them onto the plant at some point if they have a safer spot for when we leave. I will be like, and if I do leave this plant with you at some point, it may need minor tending. Also, would I know that it's the fucking Bernie plant if they touch it? I don't know if I would know that.
I don't think you would. I highly doubt you have ghost pepper knowledge. Do you have ghost pepper lore? What is your lore skill? Your lore skill is
Magic.
magic.
Alright.
This is not magic. This
Taro
is
really
nature.
likes spicy food. There we go.
Give me a nature check.
Damn it! I was say I survival.
Give me a
I'm sur-
nature check. Whoops, I mean to do the intimidation. You rolled a 16 on identifying a rare plant you probably have not. How local to the area is this ghost pepper? I mean, it was in one of the shops.
Oh shit! If it was one of the shops, they sell it and they probably advertise. I've read the face Googles.
God damn it, you're making me hungry.
You know, it's okay. I'll say you would. Bloom did literally just get this from like the herbalist.
Yeah.
Why didn't you
it
Why
was-
didn't you go to the herbalist instead?
Yeah, why weren't you a pot plant?
I'm sorry. Like,
Weed Frog comes back. Does you all the Weed Frog? What's your character? Weed Frog.
Integrity.
So yes, you
I
would know
would-
that it's also hot, but then again, if you know it's hot, with the 16, if you know it's hot, the druid
probably
on their
would.
team knows it's hot.
That's fine. I'm not gonna beat them with a plant.
you bah, bah, bah. Turns it into a goddamn whip.
Poor Bloom's new character dead because beaten with. How did your character die? I was used as a weapon.
I wasn't supposed to be used as a weapon, but
The secret true, the second, third character. Just as the lemon once again. But no,
it's Baracus. It would be Baracus at that point.
The lemons regrown.
anyway, so
I
what
think
would, it is nighttime. What are you trying? What would you like to do with the singing adventurers, if any?
I would first off turn to him and ask again. They're awfully rowdy.
Yes, they seem to have destroyed a very important bone golem that I recently was, well, acquainted with. Such a shame those quests can be such above the heads of certain adventurers, but somehow they managed to destroy the giant bone golem that was outside of town. So hooray, hooray. She says, she just kind of looks at you with like a stern eye.
She knows. She
That bone-
knows.
That bone golem was supposed to beat them up, I thought. Wait, that golem's supposed to protect the town.
Yes, and it seems a group of adventurers requested to kill it, and now it's been killed. Hurrah, hurrah, only if the town knew that such a bone golem was sitting right outside their forest windows. Oh, it would be such a shame if they found out, but no, luckily none of the town even knew that it was out there. And now it's defeated, so no one ever has to know here.
Can I tell about how strong their group is?
You can certainly try.
I would like to perceive.
Go ahead.
I don't know if they're all like the same level as me or Floor, essentially.
With that perception roll, you can tell. Let me go ahead and roll a secret roll on them. Let me just roll a secret roll. Well, let me go ahead and where is it? And of course, one for each of them. Two of them seem to be pretty decently strong, as they seem to be kind of like the tougher of the group, but the other three seem to be like super weak, like they are being completely carried by the stronger people. The Nolan specific seems like you kind of look and you're like, yeah, he does look pretty tough actually. He looks pretty tough. And the swords guy, yeah, he looks pretty tough. But the other three, they seem like they're more like just tag along characters, if any.
I'm gonna slide the flint to the end and be like, Yin, had a really rough day. What did you do? Put this in your secret safe space and I don't know, take a 5-minute break.
She says, very well. She'll take the plant and she will go back to her office.
I'm gonna step over to them singing. I'm like, you guys are having a really good time, it sounds like.
Yes, and soon we saw those tents outside of the town. We were going to see if any new adventurers have came to see if we always like to mingle with new adventurers. You're welcome to join us, of course, as we have to take a night stroll to take a lap, a victory lap, if you will.
Well, I don't even have to beat them up inside the bar.
They are inviting you to have an outing with them.
Oh no, don't make them decent people. Gonna make it even worse.
Don't make them decent people. I want to kick this
I was
shit
gonna
out.
say,
Of
by
course,
default,
it's
they're decent people, except
I
for
don't
trying
wanna
to
kill
steal
them.
from people
they just like
when they're asleep.
it's like yeah, a quest giver is always welcome to join us at any time outside the town. Those adventuring groups have to stick together, as you know. We always just love to see the world, and well, it's people like you that can actually pay us to be able to do these jobs. So it's the least we could do to have you walk around town with us and walk outside. We wanted to go inspect those tents.
Well, I'm not dressed as Yin, so they wouldn't. I'm not the one that gave them the quest. They think Yin is.
That is fair. They say you must be part of the other adventuring group. Adventuring groups must stick together. Come join us as we go take a tour around the camps. You see, of course, you see the little druid kind of stay. Little druid says, "Yeah, see if there's anything to take out there. I mean, well, you know how it is."
I do. Sure. Let's go on our merry way, friends.
Okay. You go out to
Can't believe you're
outside
using
of town.
What the fuck? These are creepy. These are staring into your soul. What the fuck?
They are kind of creepy looking.
Jesus
Where am I?
Christ.
Kids are freaky, dude.
Yeah, I just had to find the random token. So
Ouch.
they take you with a long stroll. Let me actually, where's V's character?
I'm in the middle right here.
Yep. I would like to remind you that technically all your weapons are also +1 as well.
Okay.
Everything is +1.
Okay.
Yeah, even my. Oh, no, you gave me the sap water. Fuck. Oh, wait, so this is the bonus level damage.
Let me go ahead and find their tokens real fast. Meanwhile, I will get back to you in 1 second while I rename the actual tokens to be Furious 4 again. I
Okay,
had
5 of
them. Yeah, it was Furious 4 +5 every now and then.
I was gonna say it was 4 or 5, and I don't remember what.
It's Furious 4, sometimes 5, because they don't know which of their party members will be missing at any time.
That's
The
fine.
one person that has a job, there's the min-maxer, and then there's the murder hobo, the person that steals everything, and the one person that is actually somewhat competent but on the fence of, like, not
Yeah.
because of the others.
And so, what exactly? So you see Yin, and how much consciousness do you have right now, Bloom?
I mean, it's basically, I would say it's equivalent to the tree shape spell, where it's like, I can observe everything around me, but I can't act other than to end the spell.
So you can at least see like your surroundings.
Yeah, I'd be starting to regain my senses at this point.
You are being handed over to Yin as she goes into her office, and as she goes into her office, she is completely unaware that you are currently, a character. You see her go and move some of the things in her around her office, and you see her open up a trapdoor underneath the office. And as she steps down, it seems to go darker and darker, as you don't have dark vision or low light vision.
I have low light vision.
You have low
but
light
not
vision.
in this form.
You see,
Probably not in
and
this form.
as you see these stairs begin to descend, you just go deeper and deeper and darker, and eventually it gets so dark that you no longer notice your surroundings. But after a few more minutes of walking, you are placed down on some sort of surface, and then you hear what sounds to be a door shutting behind you or in front of you. And V is now chilling outside with the Furious Four, sometimes 5.
I'm about to be the Furious Zero.
V, you are now alone in the woods with them, as they seem to be picking through some of the various tents and such. As they seem to be looking, it all seems to be just nothing more than bedrolls, some water skins that seem to be unfilled, as well as various candles laid out.
These are like the soldiers, right? The tents?
Yep, they're the soldier tents.
Oh, they're not here yet. So these are just emptying set up from preparation, right?
Yep. They're just singing. One of the bards just singing along, and the golem went down into the down the earth. What are you doing, V?
Which one did I, when I looked, you said which 3 looked the weakest? I know you said this the strongest.
Yep, the one to the big old mallet and the big old sword look the strongest.
So mallet and what was the other one?
Just the sword guy, Steve.
Steve?
Yeah.
Yep.
I went to look back at the previous scene to actually figure out what their names are, because I wrote down their names, but I can't find the note that I wrote it down. So right now they're just Furious 4 to 5.
Alright, I'm gonna look at the art of them. Where are they?
Over here in the bottom right. V, what are you doing with them as you are walking peacefully along with them? And you finally find yourselves out town of enough where you hear them. Or you.
Wish I had a gun still. I'm sad. So, this is your adventuring plan. Going through tents set up for people.
He said, yeah, of course, you know the war's coming. We gotta get as much loot as we can.
I'm gonna fucking kill them myself.
You know, I've had a really bad day. Some of you seem okay. But I kind of just need to talk to someone here. So, I'm just double checking my stuff because I don't have spells. I am going to. Do I still have a Barkskin potion?
Yeah.
I do. Concerning. Interesting. Gonna plump that bottle up and drink that.
Go ahead. You know, 2nd level box skin on yourself.
You're juicing yourself up to beat the chest.
God.
Oh
Yep.
no!
Please
You're by yourself.
no.
Too late.
Alright, let's see how this
God
goes.
damn it.
So I heard you guys defeated the golem that was outside town.
Yes, after chasing many chickens and catching many rats, defeating many rats, we, as a group of adventurers, decided to go out and rescue the... We couldn't find anything to rescue, so we decided to kill instead, as the quest giver mentioned something about a big bone golem.
Yeah. This is more for me than for you. What are the stats on the staff? Yeah, I don't know if I want to use the dagger. That'll kill them probably. Hey.
I love how none of them mention the run-in with Nila whatsoever.
That's on them.
That's their own mistake.
Because I don't actually want to kill them, but I only have a dagger of venom and the staff. And I
He's
feel like
not
there's
even-
Kill him.
I feel like there's no good way of non-lethally striking with a dagger.
You can
Yeah, I
non-lethally
don't
strike
think
with
so
it.
either.
What's that,
You
Zerda?
could.
So you can non-lethally strike with anything.
Just make sure there's no lingering effects.
Yeah, no, this has poison, not.
Go for it. Just to make sure, I just have to always ask, are you confirming what you're doing?
Going to take your head and shove up his ass.
Hold on. Which one, I guess, out of the three that looked weak? Jesus Christ, you scared me, King.
Definitely this little furry looking creature over here.
I was so hoping it was the
The
bard,
cleric.
but oh well. Oh, the cleric? Oh, you're right. Take the healer down first. I'm just gonna, like, pull the staff out and walk up to him, like, this is more for me than you. I'm gonna hit him with it.
Okay, so you're gonna go, then?
Yeah.
And go ahead and roll me an attack.
That's-
Make sure to target him.
Yeah, it should be. Oh, hero point that. A 20 is a miss. Interesting. Oh, Jesus.
As you go to
So-
strike him, I would
Okay, go.
like you to roll initiative.
Okay, I also want to hero point that.
Go ahead.
I'm fine with that. Listen.
It would have been so great if you had counter spells specifically just for heal. It just took everyone down but the healer.
So go ahead and roll damage on him.
All right. I wish I had my gun.
Roll damage
13.
on him. You knock into them with your staff. And as they fall down, as you kind of knock them back, they're kind of unexpecting it. You hit them with the staff, and they just kind of like, oh, that kind of hurt a little bit. And here, I thought this was going to be a little bit tougher. As you see, as you kind of hit them with the staff, and you do manage to like get it tangled up in your cloak a little bit that they were wearing. You did manage to make decent contact. But as you end up, they end up going, oh, let me help you with that. And they remove the cloak. And once they remove their cloak, you can just see all of them have a certain grin about them.
Oh no.
A certain
Let
what?
let us have a chat. I figured this would be a good time as any, but if you want to get this started, so will we. And the guy with the hammer is going to come up to you and
Uh-oh.
smack. 24 hits.
Does.
For 19.
That's fine.
It's your go, B.
Okay. Well, so I will strike with the dagger this time, since they seemed so cocky. If the poison kills them, the poison kills them.
You see one of them just knock into you with this axe of theirs, cutting into your arm a little bit, but not enough to completely chop it off, as the metal itself seems to be resisting it. Oh, you do land a crit.
Let's go.
That is almost max damage for the crit, I'll lay it out. You strike them
Oh.
once again, as they seem to be getting a little kind of hit them, and with the force of it, they kind of get pushed back a little bit, and the fighter just kind of pushes them forward a little bit. It's like, yeah, get them. They're just gonna be egging on it almost humorously. You have one.
Are
You
they-
have 2 more actions.
Are they poisoned by chance from this dagger venom or no?
I think they have to. Oh, you think you rolled? Let me double check the dagger. Look how beautiful. Save.
I'm just gonna see them.
31. I don't think it
Alright,
will.
well, I don't think it will either.
Man, that
That's
was
fine. Well, I'm just gonna lay into him again with the staff this time.
Go for it.
Like, I am definitely here to talk. This is very cathartic. No, it didn't target him. Does a 22 hit?
No, it does not. Actually, no. The 22 were exactly hit. That one, yes.
Let's go.
11, and they are still standing.
Interesting.
I would like to let you know that on whenever you were judging their power, one of them rolled a nat 1, and one of them rolled a 3. 2 of them failed.
Okay. Take the bit. Hey, prison rules. Find the biggest guy and punch him.
You punch the small Chipotle.
I don't think you're the biggest one there.
No, I found the biggest one. All right.
I just say him, pulls out a crossbow. Bang! Doesn't work. I'm gonna say, this is, yeah. That never really seems to work for me very much. He's gonna walk up. You just see him as he holds out. He just take one more step forward. You see him drop the crossbow, and in his hand, you just see materializes what looks to be a demonic axe. And says, nothing personal, as he swings and misses that as well. It's now the Chipole's turn. You're gonna see him strike out. And they are also missing. And nope. They're also having a little fun too. Yeah, to make sure I had the right modifiers to it. The druid wild shapes into an owl bear. You see the wild druid come up, a little claw attack on you. Also, I need to target you as well. I need to actually target you. To be fair, they aren't the strongest in the world. So why is it not targeting? There we go. 8 and second one. 24 would hit. 4, 10 damage. That's the last of their actions.
Modifier plus 15. Gross.
How you feeling, by the way?
Yeah.
I'm
that's-
feeling
You
fine.
just see the big guy come up with this giant sword. The one that was so powerful he could not even hide his own power. Almost so powerful. Swear he's powerful. They are just not more. They're also one level below me, actually. Next guy. Let's see if we can do anything impressive. There we go. That's more like it. And that is a powerful swing. $30 for the first hit. 15 for the last hit. As these all gang up around you, you manage to get hit from all sides. And all you can see as you begin to fall down, as they all seem to be pushing and ganging up on you, you do have one thing going for you. Would you like to activate your little thing now?
Oh, it's willing or not. It is more. It is technically outside of my. Oh, you removed it.
Nope, I'm trying that. I'm trying to actually put it in chat.
I just saw it vanish from my sheet. That's that. It's willing or not. DM technically choose. I'm willing.
Let's just see. I'm trying to see what it actually does. So let's see.
Technically,
You would be. Here we go. You would be reduced to 0 HP. However, instead of letting you fall unconscious, your entity takes control. You remain at 1 and gain temporary heat points to your level for just 1 minute. However, the entity is in control for 1 minute.
Which the GM can technically take control and use if they want.
You see
Which I don't care.
You see yourself fall. And as you begin to fall, something seems to be taking over you, as something clearly does not want you to die. And you end up standing back at 1 HP. And the group, as they're kind of cheering as you're falling down, they say, you just stand up and you look to them and say, "What is the meaning of this? I thought you were nothing more than a group of adventurers, and here my host is trying to teach you guys a lesson. You seem to be stronger than you will. What is the meaning of this?" And they all kind of look to you in a shocked expression as you seem to be changing tones. As it seems like very, very shifting in tones, as if another voice seems to be coming over you. And then you look to them all, and they just say, "Well, it looks like you still got a little bit of fight left in you. Tell you what." Go ahead.
As like it's having to be more of that purple mist like pouring out from the mask and from like the metallic arm that's probably exposed at this point from trying to block the owlbear attack, and just being like a crackled voice. A new adventuring party, my ass.
You just see him, he says, and of course, and you see the small druid as he looks over at you, almost as the big old mill creature here basically does just a simple athletics check to kind of hold you in place a little bit as he's kind of holding you, struggling a little bit. He's kind of, you see him turn around and he says, "Hey, of course, the adventuring party, well, no one expects the adventuring party." And you see him kind of remove some of the robes from his back, and on his back you see 4 red circles, all jutting directly towards his spine.
Oh, shit.
Well, a little bit more than
Yeah.
adventuring group. Anyways, night-night, darling. And the last one will hit you to knock you unconscious.
Oh, Bill.
There we go.
Ow!
Now we'll knock you unconscious. As you are
This is
now
roll 3
unconscious
Jesus.
and taken away.
But my tap vitality.
Then you see, and then you see it comes back to Ophelia with Otari, and Otari's like, as he's kind of recounting the last minute of his life, he says, "Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you one important thing. When I was fighting that adventuring group, I happened to see one of those markings that you kept mentioning about. Stay clear from those groups as much as you can."
What?
Are you
Yes.
fucking kidding me?
Wait,
You just hear
wait. Neela's just like, and just looks up at him. It's just like, "Altari, to clarify, are you talking about the fire images and stuff on their backs?"
Larry, yes, they were all over them, 4 of them, and on the one there seemed to be 5 circles dotting his back whenever I fell. I got a little small peek of it before they left. And after they
Honestly,
destroyed me.
before Altari even continues, Neela's fucking Neela like looks at both of them, says "fuck
We're
this
just-
shit," like full on wingspan open, and just goes up and just books it for the fucking town. It's like, "Meet me in town quickly."
You make it to town. There was no fee to be found, and neither no gloom nor new plant.
I'm gonna say it like goes to the tavern.
In the
And
tavern,
I can't move him, but I can't.
Yep, if you go to the tavern, you will just split it. So you go to the tavern and Yen is there, rubbing a few glasses and saying, "Hello, kids, I see you're back. Is your friend with you?"
If you're talking about V, I don't believe so. Also, good news, considering what we're going with right now. Good news, Altari's back up and alive, so that's great. Bad news, do you know where the party is? Like, not my party, but the other ones?
Yes, that small little adventuring group. Well, they seem to have go off into the woods to, well, do whatever adventurers do at night. I'm sure they'll round up some chickens, or maybe if
Okay,
they're
so-
lucky, they'll kill some rats.
So I appreciate you so much, bad news. Remember that war. Remember the bad people. Remember the tattoos on their back that I keep yelling about, though that you weren't
Yes.
really here for most of it? Yeah, that party. That.
You just see her smash a glass in her hand, just holding it so tightly she grips it and it just smashes as you see blood begin to pool hands.
Neela
They
like
left.
tries to find something to like get like like put on her hand, and just like he just says fuck it, like tears off a piece of his cape and just like puts it on her hand, and it's just like, I'm so sorry, we just found out. We need to find V, and if he is with them, which I assume he is, this isn't good.
You didn't have to mention the fact that you were associated with the tower at all, would you? Have with them?
Sorry, I need to mute the one
You're
thing.
good.
What?
So that you wouldn't happen to have told them that you were associated with the tower by chance, would you?
At one point, but that's also why they came here. It's like whenever they first got here, they were mentioning about the ghouls in the tower. So
Did you mention that you knew things about the tower?
whenever I was yelling at them when I just got back today, the only thing I mentioned was the amount of ghouls that there are right now. So bad.
But
yes.
oh dear. Now they know that he knows about the tower and knows what's inside the tower. Yeah.
What? I hate to be rude like this, but what exactly do you mean by that? Who?
So
You
he
don't
just
have-
kind of brings up, like, what if the war, what if they find a way to use the tower against us? And if he knows much about the tower, they may be using him for information against you with the tower. He's been with you since the beginning. Oh dear.
Can you please explain more again? I'm not the smartest. Apologize, but
She says, she's kind of listening, says, I think they're going to interrogate him about the tower because they know that you have been in there and they want to know more about it. Very
and
afraid
he's
for your
been there
friend.
since the beginning. God
Oh, I-
damn it.
We have
Okay.
about 24 hours.
Okay. We need to figure this shit out before the soldiers get here, and they're supposed to be here today, aren't they?
Yes, bright and early in the morning, of course.
I'm just surprised none of the soldiers stopped. Yeah.
Okay,
Tyrael's
I gotta be fast.
race at that point. Just looking
Sorry,
for
I'm not trying to cut you off.
Ariel and Ophelia are probably just sprinting.
Yeah,
I was
they're
gonna say, I kind of was just like quick.
Yeah, y'all make it
one
back
thing after the
to
other. I swear to
town.
God.
And now, the only thing is, no one knows anything about the Ghost Pepper, the exclusive place, because V handed that directly to Yin. Yin has no idea it's a special plant.
I told her to take care of it. That part's
She
important.
will. She will.
Yeah, it's like Neil is going to be like, so
Split the party.
I never even told you about the amount of ghouls that there are right now. Because we were planning on, because we couldn't fight them anymore, we were planning on just going to use them for war because they were on we were on their good side. So this might actually be way worse than you think.
Doing the ventures. I love this part of the job. Absolutely great.
And, with
You can't
that,
tell, it's very sarcastic right now.
I will say, you can try searching the woods around you, but it won't immediately come up. V is going to be gone.
Pretty
For
much
at
what's
least
gonna
a
happen.
while.
That's
That is session closed.
fucking
Oh,
hell.
damn.
You son of a bitch, why you do this to me?
Wait, what happened?
I'm going to obliterate these fuckers.
Sorry, I just got back. My handle's
we
being loud. What happened?
we
So-
finish
so-
off session with a cliffhanger. God damn it. No.
Okay,
God
so
damn it.
what
No,
happened
God
is
damn
once
it.
you got
No.
kidnapped,
Okay,
we were also told that the party that kidnapped you are a part of the people that I'm like the people we're fighting. Yeah, and Nilo just told Yin, and Yin was just like, they're probably going to interrogate about the lighthouse to you.
You played into Zerda's trap.
Listen, hey, I am more than willing. If there's something interesting set up, let's go. All right.
That is
Yeah.